Good morning.
Good morning. The time is 11:48. Our next remote location is at Bossier Medium. Would the staff at Bossier please introduce yourself?
Sergeant Todd Roberts, security.
Lori Culpepper, Mental Health Director of Sea Oil.
Thank you so much. Would the offender please give your full name and your Department of Corrections ID?
Your ID number, you see number.
Oh, I can hear.
Yeah, we'll try to find one.
I can hear.
Would the offender please give us your name and your Department of Corrections ID?
My name is Vincent O. Navarre. My DOC number is 173592.
Thank you, Mr. Vincent Navarre. You're here for a parole hearing this morning, is that correct?
Excuse me?
You're here for a parole hearing.
Yes, sir.
My name is Alvin Roche. To my right is Ms. Pearl Wise, and to my left is Mr. Pete Freeman. Let me explain the process to you. I will read some information into the record. Once we verify that information, we'll conduct a parole interview with you. At the appropriate time, we'll ask the staff at Bossier to give us remarks. At the very end, before we vote, we'll give you a chance to make a brief statement. Do you understand the process?
Yes, sir.
Do we have any visitors? Okay. Mr. Navarre, you are a fifth felony offender. And you're currently 58 years old, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And your offense is theft. You are multi-billed as a third felony offender, and you were sentenced in St. Tammany, in St. Mary Parish, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were sentenced on February 17th, 2022, and you received a 4-year sentence. Your parole date was February 15th, 2023. Your adjusted good time date is December 18th, 2025, and your full term date, February 16th, 2025. Is this information correct?
Yes, sir.
Your case has been assigned to Mr. Freeman. Would you please answer Mr. Freeman's question?
Okay, Mr. Navarre, how old are you?
58 years old.
What is your educational level?
I graduated high school and I also went to the military for 4 years. U.S. Navy.
Were you discharged honorably?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your service. How many years have you served on this charge?
Oh, I've been here a year and a few months.
Okay, so that's all you've been in jail on this charge is a year and a few months?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I had more over here. Yeah, that's right. Okay, Mr. Navarre, you got caught this time for stealing steaks, is that correct? You stole 2 steaks, I think the value $30-something.
Yes, sir.
Okay, were you gonna sell these steaks for drugs or were you gonna eat them?
I was gonna eat them.
Okay. Were you working at the time of your arrest?
Yes, sir, I was.
Where were you working?
Well, I do, like maintenance work. I have a boss man, his name is Bruce Revere. Me and him like work side by side together.
Okay. If you were to happen to make parole today, would you go back to work with them?
Yes, sir.
And he's promised to keep your job?
Yes, sir.
Approximately how much does he pay you?
Well, it says the work varies during the season, but I make at least about $125 per day, whatever we work.
Well, that's pretty good. Why you had to steal the steaks? You couldn't buy them?
That is a question that I beat myself over every day.
All right, so it looks like you have a drug or alcohol problem. Which one do you have? Drug or alcohol or both?
Alcohol, and I also do drugs.
Okay, when's the last time you did drugs?
Oh, that was before I come to jail, like I don't know, about two, 3 days before I came to jail.
Okay, what's your drug of choice?
Cocaine.
Okay, how long have you been using cocaine? What age you think you started?
Like
Just
about,
approx-
I'm gonna say like about 30 years old.
How old were you when you started drinking?
I was a youngster. I was in my teen years.
Okay. You got an arrest record that goes back to 1998. Which you have had 2 revocations. Is this the first time you've done inpatient treatment?
Yes, sir.
So you've never had inpatient treatment before?
I had went to a rehab before, but it was voluntary.
Okay. Did you stay throughout the whole rehab before?
Yeah,
Okay, how many day program was it?
it was a 28-day program.
Counselors, how's he doing in his treatment? Is he accepting it? Does he seem to be getting anything out of it?
Yes, sir, he definitely does. He, attends all of his classes, does his homework. He has earned 1 positive behavioral report for outstanding participation in one of his treatment groups. He's unsure about doing or receiving a Vivitrol injection to help with his alcohol use, but he does listen to, the benefits of it and he is considering it.
You know, your community attitude, and of course, there's nothing you can do about that. And it's mainly because you're offender class. You got opposition from the sheriff, the DA, no comment from the chief. Your family's unopposed, Alberta Navarre. She's gonna have a place for you to stay. What is gonna be your sobriety plan if you get out? How would you stay off of drugs and alcohol?
This would be the first time I ever got out of jail that I got inside of my head that I would not do drugs or alcohol again. Okay, I'm thinking about programs like they got alcohol abuse and AA meetings and NA meetings like right around our in the area where I stay at, Slidell. It's within walking distance from my house.
That would be my next question. Why you believe you would make it this time? Well, so you're just tired and you think you're gonna be able to abide by the rules of society?
Yes, sir. I got to the point where I realized it's not worth it. I wasted a lot of my life doing something like shoplifting, which is uncalled for. I can't do it no more.
Yeah, you got a bunch of minor offenses, but there's so many of them. Let's see. Classes, you've taken a few classes. What class you think you got the most out of? Which one you learned the most from? Is it this inpatient treatment?
Okay, well, see, I pay attention to all my classes and, I learned a lot by dealing with, they taught me a lot of things that I didn't recognize at first while I was free. But I'm able to grasp that now, and I plan on like applying that when I get out of here. You know, I've learned about like triggers and a whole bunch of things like risk factors that things that I wasn't aware of before. And I plan on using that when I get out of here.
Ma'am, the program, is he on schedule to complete it in August?
Yes, sir, he's still scheduled to complete August 25th.
Your risk is moderate, your need is moderate. Staff, have y'all had any disciplinary problems since he's been there?
No, sir, we haven't had any issues with him at all.
I have no further questions.
Ms. Wise?
Yes, Mr. Vincent, in your, with that 56 years of living, how long would you say you've been in jail? How much of that years spent in jail? If you had to add it all up?
I wanna say like about maybe 7 or 8, maybe all together.
Okay, about 8 years altogether.
And some of those were like for dealing with child support.
Okay. Okay. What would be your release plan? How would you support yourself?
Oh, I will go to work. I still got a job I've been waiting for. And I'm gonna live with my mom. Mom about gonna be 85 in August. So I'm gonna do a lot of errands for her and, doing things around the house, things I've never done before. I was too busy doing other things.
Okay. So you won't go back with the man working odd jobs. Do you have trades? What do you know how to do?
Oh, I'm a carpenter.
Okay.
I can do a lot of things. I cut grass, I do detail cars. There's nothing really I can't do.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's all I have. Thank you for answering my questions.
Thank you, Ms. Wise. Mr. Benton, you want to make a closing statement?
Excuse me?
Do you want to make a closing statement?
Sure, I just want to plead to y'all that if you grant me parole, I'm through with stealing and all this, and I will never come back to me. I plan on applying everything I learned out of this program to better myself when I get out of here, and I'm just done. I'm through with it.
In other words, you're tired.
Tired.
Okay. Is the panel ready to vote?
I'm ready, sir.
Mr. Freeman?
Okay, Mr. Vincent, you look at your criminal history and it's scary. When you have a ton of arrests, you're a fifth felony offender. You don't have much violence on your rap sheet. I think you were honest with me today. I really do. I don't think you're lying. It's just if you can do the things you say you're gonna do when you get out there is what I'm concerned about. But as my fellow comrade, Ms. Wise, say, I'm gonna take a chance on you. So I'm gonna grant you parole conditional on completing that substance abuse program. And I want special conditions of a curfew from 6 to 9. And I want at least 3 AA or NA meetings a week. And if I was you, I'd find me a good sponsor, somebody I can lean on, so I could call if I start slipping back into my old habits. Okay, and don't be afraid to tell your probation officer if you feel yourself slipping away, because they rather try and keep you out of jail. But once you get convicted, it's out of their hands. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Would you go over your conditions again?
Curfew 6 to 9 and 3 AA or NA meetings.
Thank you, sir.
And find a sponsor.
The final sponsor.
Ms. White,
Mr. Vincent, I'm really concerned about you. You know, you got some DWI charges pending in City Court in Slidell. You know, that's very concerning. And you got an 85-year-old mother. 85-year-old mother. And you know, I'm gonna take a chance on you too. That's what I'm feeling like. I feel like I'm taking a chance on you. You have the skills. I don't be nobody's fault but your own. You can't say nobody help. You got the skills now, stay drug free. And I concur with the special conditions sent by my colleague with the added that you have random drug screens by PNP. As you work for a guy, they'll let you off when you need to. When the officer calls for you to come in for a drug screen, you should be able to get it. Best wishes to you, sir.
Mr. Benson.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me good. You're a fifth felony offender. You're 58 years old. You got convicted as an habitual offender this time. If you ever convicted of another felony, you'll probably spend the rest of your life in jail. This is an opportunity for you to become a productive member of society. Please take advantage of this opportunity.
Sir.
I'm going to agree with my colleagues and will vote to grant your early release under the same conditions as articulated by Mr. Freeman. The early release has been granted. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank y'all.
Well, that's it.